Good day, sir. Today, I am Mr. Chalos and today my task for today is to discuss at least three topics from prelim to pre-final discussion on human rights education. So, my first topic that I choose is about the basic characteristics of human rights. So, first before we discuss the seven basic characteristics of human rights, first we will define about what is basic and what is characteristics. The basic means the fundamental or the essential or the elements. So in the word basic, it is the elements or the essential means the important. Second word is the characteristics means defined as the character or feature of what it is. So in whole, the it means that the seven basic characteristics on human rights also defined as seven important feature, important character, or important what is human rights. First is we have inherent. Inherent means not granted by person or authority. Not granted by person or authority. So it means that these inherent inherent basic characteristics of human rights is not granted by the government or any association. It is a right given to us. It is a right already in nature, innate, or already given in nature to us. Second characteristic is fundamental. Fundamental means without them, the life and dignity of man will be meaningless. So it also means the basic or the foundation or the basis for supporting our existence. So without this characteristics of human rights, we have no foundation or we have no basis for our existence in this world. So it also means that our whatever our nationality, sex, religion, ethnic, we have all our rights fundamental. It also or means fundamental rights. Third is inalienable. Inalienable means cannot be rightfully taken away from a free individual. So cannot be given away or forfeited. It also means never taken away a free right to us. It it is a characteristics of human rights that is also inherent and inalienable is nearly the same. Inherent means innate, already given. So inalienable, never taken away. So it means never taken away is already given. And a free right, so cannot be rightfully taken and cannot be given away or be forfeited. Next is imprescriptible. Imprescriptible is cannot be lost even by a long passage of time. Will not be abruptly, or your right or our right cannot be lost even a passage of time. It is means imprescriptible rights or imprescriptible characteristics of human rights. Next, indivisible. Indivisible from the root word divisible. So divide, divisible, and indivisible, so cannot be divided. Our rights is cannot be divided to cannot be divided. So indivisible, not capable of being divided, cannot be denied even when our rights have already been enjoyed. Even our rights is to all, is universal. It is cannot be divided. It cannot be divided. So the number 5 basic characteristics of human rights is indivisible, that cannot be divided. Number 6 is universal. So our rights is indivisible. Next, our rights is universal. When our rights is cannot be divided, it also apply to everyone. Applicable to all human beings. So the rights of human or the human rights is applicable to all person, all human beings, all even if it animals, insects, they have also a rights applicable to all sorry human rights is applicable to all human or person people, but also rights have the insects and the animals have also their rights. So next, number 7 is interdependent. So interdependent means the fulfillment of exercise of one cannot be had without the realization of others. So it means that your right is your right is relying to one another. So you cannot enjoy your rights without relying to one another. Relying means adapt adapt or rely based on the other rights or based on the other person. So relying to one another, there is realization to one another person or other rights. So my next topic that I'm going to discuss is about the origin of human rights in the Philippines. So first, in June 1899, the Malolos Constitutions contained several provisions on civil and political rights. On 1902, Philippine Bill of 1902. On 1916, Philippine Autonomy Act of 1916, also called as Jones Law. On 1934, Philippine Independence Act of 1934 or Tiding-McDuffie Law. On 1935, First Philippine Constitution contained Bill of Rights. So, First Philippine Constitution in the year 1935 means a Bill of Rights. It's the first Philippine Constitution, Bill of Rights on 1935. 1973, Second Philippine Constitution, I don't know what it is. 1956, Present Philippine Constitution. So the present Philippine Constitution is on the 1983. So from 1942 to 1944, 1942, 42 to 1944, after the first Philippine Constitution or the contained Bill of Rights, from 1942 to 1944, before 1982, the present Philippine Constitution, the Filipinos were temporarily deprived of the enjoyment of the civil and political rights during the military rule of Japan, but these were immediately restored in 1945. So it means that in this year, from 1942 to 1944, our rights deprived from us by the during the military rule of Japan, or during the world, I don't know what is the World War, but this the pagsakop ng Japan dito sa ating bansa, military rule of Japan. From 1942 to 1944, our rights are deprived from us because of the military rule of Japan. So the Filipinos were again subjected, but these were immediately restored in 1945. So after 1944, our rights, on 1945, our rights were restored, and we have a free right to choose and free right to all. So the Filipinos were again subjected to violation of human rights during the authoritarian rule of President Marcos, which was terminated during the February 1986 revolution. So during 1986 revolution again, during the authoritarian rule of President Marcos, our Filipinos were subjected to violation of human rights. So that is my second discussion. So my last discussion is all about the International Bill of Human Rights. So International Bill of Human Rights composed of the International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So why it said that it's composed of Universal Declaration of Human Rights, since that the International Bill of Human Rights is an informal name given to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So it is not composed. I'm not sorry. It is the International Bill of Human Rights is not composed of Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The International Bill of Human Rights is also the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The International Bill of Human Rights is an informal name of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So, the the Universal Declaration of Human Rights is a historic document which outlines the rights and freedoms everyone is entitled to. So, the purpose of this International Bill of Human Rights is to promote and give encouragement of respect for human rights and fundamental freedom for all without distinction as to race, sex, language, or religion. So it means that the International Bill of Human Rights protect and respect our rights of all, and the main objective of this Bill of Human Rights or International Bill of Human Rights is to give recognition and respect of human rights. So according to source that the International Bill of Human Rights was the first international agreement on the basic principles of human rights, and it represents the universal recognition that basic rights and fundamental freedoms are inherent to all human beings. So it is also included on the seven basic characteristics on human rights, which is inherent or already given to us or innate, inalienable and equally applicable to everyone, and that every one of us is born free and equal in dignity and rights. Whatever our nationality, place of residence, gender, national or ethnic origin, color, religion, language, or any other status, the international community made a commitment to upholding dignity and justice for all of us. So the it means that the main purpose of in the International Bill of Human Rights is to give recognition to all human beings of what is human rights, and to give respect and protection of the people of what is their human rights is. So that would be all, sir. That would be my discussion regarding on the prelim up to pre-final discussion on human rights education other. So I hope you like it, sir, and that would be all, sir. Thank you.